Guys, welcome back to Flow Fam 501. My name is Tiffany, and today we're going to be talking about TTC, trying to conceive. Okay, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, so I am 29 years old. I um I have a 5-year-old son. Me and my husband. My husband and I, we've been together for almost 14 years. Yeah, we're young, and we've been together for that long. This year will actually make our 14th year of being together and 4 years of marriage. So we are really excited about expanding our family and just, I don't know, just trying to just do something like big. um, at first, we were not sure of whether or not we should try for the second one, because life nowadays is not as easy as it would be a few years back. Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't know, but we weren't necessarily thinking about it. Um, my first pregnancy was it was okay. I can honestly say that throughout my entire pregnancy, um, I did not have any complications. I did not have any morning sickness. I did not have any issues as far as not being able to work. I worked up until a week before I had my son. And that's only because, living in the city of New York is not easy traveling with a huge baby bump and being on mass transit. It's really not easy. So, yeah, I can say definitely my first pregnancy was pretty good. Labor and delivery was a huge problem. That to me scared me into not having any more kids, to be honest. I did not want to have any more um, because it was just a lot. I thought, well, you go into things, you plan it out, and you say to yourself, okay, this is going to be how it's going to end up. Um, you know, we want this situation to be perfect, so we do everything perfectly. Of course, we try our best to make sure that everything is how it's supposed to be. It don't happen like that. So for all you moms out there that are trying to conceive for your very first time, just go with the flow of life. Seriously, because you can try and, you know, do things to the T and try to be perfect all the time, and it's just not gonna work out for you in the end. Maybe for some people it does, maybe for some people it just doesn't. I know for me, it did not happen. Yeah, so labor and delivery was a mess. It was crazy. I went in with the purpose of having a natural vaginal birth, and I ended up having an epidural, which I did not decline, by the way, because after being in the hospital for, I went in on a Wednesday and I got the epidural on that Friday. I was in labor throughout that time, um, early labor, because my son came at about 38 and a half weeks. Um, and it was pretty painful to have those contractions. So I did not decline the epidural, but I was not expecting to have a C-section. It just became to a point where I was just so sad. I was just so frustrated being in the hospital from Wednesday and then getting the epidural on a Friday, thinking, okay, I can knock this out. I could do it. And it just didn't happen. And I got the epidural that Friday. I got everything to help speed up, the contractions, try to open me up. My cervix never opened. I have a 5-year-old child, and my cervix is like, my doctor told me it's like a pen point. Like literally, you put a speck on a piece of paper with a pen, and that's what it is. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I did not open at all. So it just didn't happen. My son was breached. He was down at first, and then I guess eventually he ended up moving a lot or something. It's either that or the doctors and the nurses were not telling the truth, but he ended up this way. So as opposed to being like down, he ended up, you know, on an angle. So we ended up getting a C-section early that Sunday morning. after. And I mean, you guys, the pain the entire time. I got an epidural, and they put the epidural in the wrong spot. The nurse or whoever it was put the epidural all the way up there. So when I got to the operating room, I was not able to be awake while my son was being born. My husband was not able to come into the room. Well, at the time, we weren't married yet. We were just engaged. Um, but he wasn't able to come into the room. And to me, that was just like so disappointing. You know, you want to be able to have that experience. And I lost out on that. So, yeah. Anyways, that didn't happen. Yeah, so, moving on, I did not really have a great, labor and delivery. Oh, and my bra was stolen at the hospital. How do you steal a pregnant woman's nursing bra at the hospital? I mean, really, really? So, yeah, that was just out the window. So, okay, so now moving on. Fast forward a year later, year and a half later, my husband and I, we got married, sealed the bond with the whole family thing. It was just awesome. And then after that, we thought about having more kids, but again, we still were not sure, what we wanted to really do. We wanted to focus on our individual businesses that we have, and we also wanted to focus just on, our son for now, and just trying to move out into our own place and just get him into the best school that we could possibly get him to at, the moment. And just other things were a priority, and we just figured in, but I also knew that I had a goal for myself, and I also knew that I wanted to do something for me. And I know I should not be planning anything. Like, I should be the last one trying to plan something. Like, we tried to plan the whole labor delivery, make sure everything was perfect. Oh, I wanted a water birth child. No, that did not happen. So fast forward, I should not try to plan anything, but I'm turning 30 this year, and I just want to be able to just have my family complete. I don't want any more kids after this year. Or I don't want to say I don't want, but I don't think I would be in a position where I can afford to have 3 or more children. So we would try to prevent it as much as possible. But hey, if life happens, it happens, and I would love that child to death if in the future another one comes around, you know. But yeah, so here's to the good stuff. We decided the end of last year that we were gonna try for another baby this year, and yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun trying, y'all. It's been fun. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm laughing about this, but it's so funny just to think about. Like, you're at first you're like, whatever, if it happens, it happens, and then you just go into full-blown trying mode, like, okay, this gotta happen. So around Thanksgiving, we didn't really talk much about it. We just knew, we haven't been on birth control, and well, I haven't been on birth control in about 3 years. 2 3 yeah, about 3 years. This year will make 3 years I haven't been on birth control. And so whenever, the situation happens, it happens. I think that what happened with me is that I'm not fertile, and I'm not like, okay, let's do it now, bam, I get pregnant. I feel like a lot of the times when I do ovulate, I'm not in the mood to have sex at that particular moment, and it's just a habit, and it's just something that, okay, well, I don't know if I want to do it. Oh my god, I'm so tired, I don't want to be bothered. That's what happens. Now, starting December, we have been trying. Unfortunately, in December, my AF came and yeah, ruined the whole thing. But we were not deterred. You know, we figured this is something that we're gonna do. We're gonna get it done. You know, and just have fun doing it. So January came about, and we tried. Okay, so around the time of ovulation, I tried, and I'm gonna put all this information in another video for you guys because it might be a little bit long. But yeah, we definitely tried to um, do the whole shebang of trying to track everything, write anything down that we needed to write down. More so for me, any feelings that I have, and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of note taking. I haven't been temping, but maybe if it doesn't happen this month and I would need to start temping for next month, then I'll be able to do that. And temping is just taking your basal temperature from the moment before ovulation or right before ovulation, maybe 1 or 2 days before, up until ovulation, and then right after ovulation. So you get to see, like, okay, when is the best time to BD, which is baby dance, or have sex. And then what day will probably be the day that you can give yourself a break, which is most likely 2 days or so after ovulation. So yeah, we'll talk more about that definitely in the upcoming video. For now, I'm gonna cut this short, and I'm gonna take a walk to the dollar store and pick up some more tests and stuff like that, just to have them just in case. And I will reach out to you guys in another video about all my ovulation stuff and everything